was upset about. It's a 2-on-1. Harris off to right.
Can't tell from that angle.
If the ball was above the rim when it hit the glass, and this is the new rule this year, if the ball was above the rim when it hit the glass, it's got to be a goaltend. Doesn't matter with the ball, whether the ball is going up or going down.
Yep.
Multiple substitutions for both teams. Let's take another look.
Well, I have one eye, you have two, so I'm going to let you make the call.
From this angle.
I mean, come on. I got one eye, you got two eyes. It's hit the backboard. Hit the backboard. Should be a deuce. And according to the new rule, that should be a deuce. And if this is a 1-point loss for Michigan, they want to go back there and they can appeal it. Go to the Supreme Court of Hoopology.
Really? If the ball hits the rim above rim level, which it looked like it was, then it's an automatic basket.
Getting a lot of movement in that offensive set. They're known in the past to run a lot of backdoor cuts.
Deshaun Sims, who was a star last night for Michigan, number 34 with 18 points, has checked in off the bench. He was a starter last year, but John Beilein wants him off the bench, and he still gets starters minutes. That's him right there.
He didn't waste any time. You know, you talk about productive minutes. You mentioned the 18 points. He achieved that all in 28 minutes.
15-13. Michigan down by only 2. Martinez Potsus in early for Duke.
The reason he's in, he can shoot the ball.
Singler to follow. What an opportunistic player. But a nose for the ball, doesn't he?
State of Oregon produced 2 great high school players at the same time, Mr. Love and Mr. Singler.
4-point lead Duke. Off the Michigan bench, Zach Novak, a freshman out of Chesterton, Indiana, wearing number 0. There's Sims inside. Doesn't take him long to make his presence felt.
They're doing a great job with a little dribble penetration, creating opportunities, getting the help, which Duke likes to give, and then dumping it off for a layup.
And that's Manny Harris. He can really get inside. He can slash on people.
You know, last time they got dominated on the glass by UCLA. It was 38-25.
They're in the game right now, 9 minutes in. Deshaun Sims has come off the bench, scored 18 points in the win over UCLA at 9 to go. And tonight, if you need 2 quick buckets as soon as he comes into the game.
Said, I want to be a PTPer. I want to be a star. Give me the rock. Give me the rock. It's nothing but nylon. Oh, give me the ball. Michigan, the Wolverines, the Maize and Blue. December 1st should be the kickoff to start college basketball.
Do you think you can cram? I mean, teams are playing more games than ever before, and we've got more great early season non-conference matchups than ever before. Nolan Smith banks at home. You think you can cram in all of those great games starting the season December 1st?
I think there's enough time that you can get in your matchups, and I just think that many of these games are lost. I think the season's too long in many ways, and I think most of all, a lot of great matchups get lost because of their interest in football.
Sims with a miss. David McClure in off the Duke bench, a senior who has been injured often in his career, brings down the rebound. Elliot Williams, number 20, a freshman for Duke, has checked in for the first time as well. Zubek is back on the floor.
You know, Williams gave him some positive minutes yesterday. Good athlete. Got him to Memphis. How did John Calipari allow that? I mean, how did he allow that?
Keep an eye on him. He's a lefty going to his strong side here. And he'll finish.
He finishes right there, and John Calipari jumps out of his seat, and he says, hey, he's supposed to be wearing a Memphis uniform. They got to stop that penetration. Can't allow them to get to the rock.
Duke back up by 6 as we cross the midway point of the first half.
You know, you mentioned Calipari. What a recruit he just got, Xavier Henry.
Offensive foul, C.J. Lee. Well, how's Duke getting it done tonight? Doris has more.
Well, both last night with Southern Illinois and tonight with Michigan, one thing you must take away from Duke is this middle penetration. They do as good a job as anybody in the country to getting to this spot. Points in the paint. Dick, how does Michigan take that away?
Well, they got to stop the penetration. You got to play ball, play it tough. You got to give help. Look at that backdoor cut. Great execution. They pass the ball so well. They read the defense. You know, their standard of excellence, you mentioned earlier, getting beat in the first round and the second round of a tournament. And that's a disaster for them because down here is only one thing that counts. And that's cutting the nets down. Not even getting to the Final Four. It's cutting the nets down.
And higher hopes this year. Just about everybody back. To Marcus Nelson, of course, has moved on to the NBA, but everybody else a year older and wiser. And 3 talented freshmen have joined the program as well.
Well, they got a program to deal with. It's about 8 miles away, and that's never, ever going to change because they're always going to be strong. Roy Williams is going to have one great player after another. It was absolutely fantastic getting a chance to shoot the breeze a little bit with Dean Smith. The Michelangelo coach was here last night being honored as one of the legends with Louis Carnesecca. I miss those guys. There was such a vital force. This Garden is not the same because St. John's has not been